Hello and welcome to Ellen Ruth Soap. It's Ellen back here and we're diving right in today. We've got a busy soap day, so we're skipping right into the making soap part. I have all of my oils and butters melted and ready to go for the additives, but before we get to that, let's talk about the soap we're making today. I am going to be using Sweater Weather, and this is from Be Scented. Several distributors carry this fragrance. It is such a nice fall/winter fragrance. I'm loving it. This did get the review that it accelerates a little bit. So one of the things we're going to do today to help along that not being a problem is I'm going to be doing a 4-layer soap, and I'm thinking of sweaters, you know, with the different patterns. And so 4 layers. Let's talk about the colors first. One of the colors, and I'm not sure what order I'm going to do these colors in, so I'm not showing you the colors in order. So I have Sunset Orange from Be Scented. I thought that's a gorgeous fall color orange. I'm going to be using Goldenrod Yellow from Be Scented. I'm thinking fall leaves, you know, autumn colors. I will be using from Workshop Heritage Jungle Green. And I love this green. It's gorgeous. That'll be one color. And then another color, thinking of autumn and fall leaves and crispy, you know, bonfires, all that. I'm going to use Gingerbread Brown Mica from Wholesale Supplies Plus. Those are the 4 colors, layers that I'm going to do. And between layers, I have my little frosting combs, and I want to do a different zigzag on each one because I love, you know, like zigzaggy sweater patterns. So I'm going to use this side on one of the layers, this side, and this side. And then we'll do something on top. Between the layers, we'll do the zigzag comb, and then I want to do a shimmer gold mica line over that using my little tea strainer just to sort of make those, you know, zigzags pop. So we'll do a little mica line in between the layers. So that is what's going on. And what I'm going to do is get all of my additives blended in here and split my oils. And I'll put the fragrance in here too. Split this into 4 different containers. I have these awesome containers from Webstaurant there. And so I will split this up into 4. I have my lye solution off to the side. I will split that into 4, and I will just mix each layer one at a time. And then I don't have to worry about acceleration so much because I'm just dealing with it in bite-sized pieces. So that's the master plan today. I'm doing milk and oil method. Let's start adding the additives. This is my farm fresh goat milk. Goats are still milking right now coming into winter. I'm so thankful when I have fresh goat milk, but I also have a bunch of this frozen up in the freezer. So even when the milk dries up, I still have some. Love the stuff. All right, we've got the goat milk in there, and now the dry additives. I've got my kale and clay. 2 tablespoons of kale and clay is going in here. I've got 2 tablespoons of colloidal oats going in here. And my new additive that you'll be seeing more of, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of heavy cream powder. You might ask why? Why am I adding heavy cream powder? Well, why not? Now, I love how milks feel in the lather, and I love what milk does for your skin. Cleopatra was known for taking milk baths, in different kinds of milk baths. The lactic acids in milk are really good for your skin, but I just think the lather feels with the creaminess, I love it. So cream powder's going in there. I might not add it all the time, but it's going in today. Let me get this all blended up, and I'll get this split off into 4, and then we'll start with our layers. All right, we're ready for layer 1, and I wanted to read the scent description for the Sweater Weather. It says sage, juniper berries, eucalyptus, fresh woods, and a burst of fresh air with pine needles, winter berries, and wood notes. So it's just really nice. It's very fresh, and I think it's wonderful. A good unisex scent. All right, first layer is going to be the gingerbread brown, and I'm going to be using the big zigzag on this. So first thing I want to do is add my mica to the oils, and that'll get it blended in really nice before I add and again, the fragrance is already in here, but before I add the lye water, so that if it is accelerating, the mica's all really well blended and I don't have to worry about over mixing and all of that good stuff. All right, time for the lye mixture. This does have cane sugar and tussa silk fibers in here, as well as sodium lactate. All right, it's the next day, and let's talk about discoloration. I did forget to mention that Sweater Weather has some vanillin in it. So I'm curious to see if that discoloration goes all the way through. Only time will tell, but I actually think it's a gorgeous autumn color. And by the way, this smells fantastic today. Let's see, I did come in earlier and steamed the top on this, gave it a little shine. It didn't have soda ash, but it was dull, and I wanted to shine it up a little. And the little drizzle on top was just some mica and a little bit of olive oil that I plopped on there because I did each layer. It would have been too thick by the time I got to the top, and I wanted a little interest, yada yada. So that's what went on the top. I think it's beautiful. It kind of looks like autumn leaves to me. Very happy with it. Loving the smell. I can't wait to see how those lines came out. So let's get in here and see what we've got. It's time to cut our bars, but first I wanted to show I have a little mold off to the side, so when I scraped off for the little zigzaggies, I pop them in these little flower molds. Aren't those cute? So I love it. No waste, no waste. Let's get into here and see how those zigzags came out. I do love the top, and I definitely think we're going to have some discoloration because of the mark around there. I think this pale yellow is going to turn sort of that mustardy color, which I actually think is gorgeous. So I am not bummed about that at all. Let me get this lined up, and let's get in here. All right. Aw, yay. That's very subtle. I think the little shallow tooth comb was very subtle. But I'm loving it. Sweater Weather. So cute. You can see just a little bit of the mica line. I could have gone a little thicker on the mica, but I'm still very happy. So yeah, when you see that little shadow coming in and the color there and there, you can definitely see that that's going to discolor. So it'll be interesting to see. So here, I believe, are what the colors are going to end up like. A little more brownish. So if you turn, these will darken up too, but I think it's actually going to evoke more fall colors when they discolor. Quite happy with that. All right, let's keep going.